One of the worst kept secrets in the real estate business is that religion and caste matter. Members of one community often don't want people of another community to come and live with them. Nowhere is that most visible than in the case of the Muslim community. Shunned by most societies in many metropolitan cities, they often choose to create their own separate enclaves. I'm in one such enclave today in Mumbra, Thane, a location 1 hour away from Mumbai. Our tenant today is an IT professional. What works for him over here and what doesn't? Let's meet him.
Hi Vishal,
Hi, Nashid.
please come. Welcome.
Thank you for having me at your apartment. This is your, uh, den, if I can call it that.
This is my home, yes.
So, how big is this place?
This is around 500 square feet.
And this is a one bedroom, two bedrooms.
It's in right in the middle, 1.5 bedroom.
Okay, one and a half bedroom. Okay. And how many people are staying here?
Four of us, me, my wife, and kids.
So, what is it that gets someone like you to Mumra? It's not the most glamorous location.
True, it's not Malabar Hill or Bandra, but I've been staying here since I was a kid, and we came here after 1992 riots. Obviously, because my father thought there is security in numbers, so we have been staying here. Not in this building, obviously. We were staying in a different locality earlier, but now for last 4 years, I'm staying here.
And this building, it appears to be reasonably new. Any particular reason that you chose this building itself?
This is the best that Mumbra has to offer. This is a building from a reputed builder, good construction quality, nice locality. So why not? This is the best, so I took it.
So, in your view, this would rank as among the better projects of the neighborhood?
Yes, of course, amongst top 3 or 5 projects in Mumbra. To some, it is the best project in Mumbra. It has best amenities to offer.
Okay. So, what are the sort of amenities this project has?
So obviously, apart from children play area, we have swimming pool, we have gym, we have squash court, we have table tennis and stuff. There's a huge clubhouse outside. Another thing that you should know about the clubhouse, the amenities is, since most of the people staying in this project are slightly conservative, so the society and the club has decided to keep separate timings for women. So they have exclusive access to gym and the swimming pool in afternoon.
Okay. So, like how trains, they have dedicated compartments for women.
This is not a dedicated compartment, but a slot of time where they can use it exclusively, comfortably.
Are these amenities over here dominated by the recreation ones that are there in most projects? So this one goes slightly outside, like we see in many of the township projects.
Having a school in this project was one of the key reasons we moved here.
So this is the living room and dining room. Up ahead will be the bedroom section.
Yes, I'll show you. So this here is the bathroom.
Okay, this is quite large by many standards that I've seen in Mumbai lately. This is the kitchen.
This is the kitchen here.
This is again a decent sized kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, not very big, but serves the purpose.
And all this over here came to you furnished, unfurnished, this apartment?
So in kitchen there was just this granite stand. Rest everything I did.
Okay. But about the rest of the apartment, it came furnished or it was
It
like
was
that?
just a bathroom and bathroom fitting and kitchen table. That's it. Rest everything, false ceiling, the wallpapers, the furniture, everything was done by me.
Okay. And now is the bedrooms. One will be the half bedroom, right? Which you
Yeah,
told me
this is a kid's bedroom, small one. That's my son's workstation. He studies and plays here.
Okay. And 2 beds over here. So
Yeah. This is my daughter Arshia and my son Abdullah.
Okay. This is where they sleep.
Yeah. Again, it serves the purpose. It's not very luxurious, but it serves the purpose.
And does this play a role in like your work from home, or you don't use it at all, this place?
No, this is exclusively for my son. I hardly come here. It is his area.
Okay. Okay. And this is the master bedroom.
Yes.
This is spacious by
Yeah.
by most standards.
Also, the arrangement of furniture is kept in so that we can get more open space. If you keep the bed in the center of this wall, then you kind of lose a lot of space, open space here. That's the bathroom here.
Okay. This is the bigger bathroom. Okay. So amongst all the rooms that are there, which is the room that you guys spend most of your time in?
In the living room, of course.
Okay.
We eat there, we watch TV together, we get some friends over, family over, we sit there. It's a nice place to have. I mean, that's where we spend most of our time.
And regarding this this building, how is the gentry stacked up? This entire neighborhood is known to be Muslim dominated. Is this building also in a similar way?
When I first moved here way back in 2018, there were quite a few people from other communities as well. I used to see a lot of Punjabi families also here. But over the period of time, I think in last 3-4 years, most of the non-Muslims have moved out of here, and now it is almost like 90-10 ka ratio here, 90 Muslim and 10 others.
So why do you think that's happened?
I think both the communities don't like staying with each other. You see, you are well aware of the fact that people, especially Muslims, in Mumbai they live in ghettos. They stay in one particular area in full strength. I think this is an after effect of the riots that happened 3 decades ago. Because my father says earlier it wasn't like this. People used to stay together. That's how it is.
So, for someone like you, will this location be your final destination, or there are other locations you would want to experiment with going forward?
You mean in Mumbra or outside?
Outside Mumbra.
Of course, I would like to go out, but it is not on the cards in near future. I would like to stay here till my kids finish their school, and then maybe when they finish their school, I don't want to disturb their studies. When you change the school, you change the locality, new friends, new surroundings. It sometimes affects the kids, so I don't want to change that now. Maybe 2-3 years down the line, I will consider moving out of here. But again, I'm pretty sure I will move to some place which have considerable amount of people from my community.
So how important a factor do you think is for, you use the word ghettos? These ghettos being formed is because
Ghettos have
you think
slightly negative connotation. I'm sorry, but for the lack of better word, I said we like to stay together. You can enjoy your festivals and times of importance together. So it gives a sense of belonging sometimes. So that's why.
How big a factor is that in many parts of Mumbai and even outside, in many premium societies, they in a way informally have a restriction on certain communities, not just Muslims, but even outside of that. In some of the wealthiest parts of Bombay, they don't allow people who are non-vegetarian. So how big a factor is that, you think, in these enclaves being formed?
I think it plays a big part. See, if I go and look for a similar kind of property in Thane on rent, I'm not sure if I will get it. In some buildings, I know I will definitely get it, but I know some buildings where I won't get it.
So, okay, we've seen the apartment. You mentioned the list of amenities that are there. How much is the entire thing costing you on rent?
Rent is 17,000 and the deposit is 1 lakh rupees.
70,000 rupees per month.
Yes.
And does this include access to the club over here, or this is over and above that?
Over and above that. There is a club fee which is other than the rent.
And How much is the club membership fee over here?
I think it's around 1,000 rupees, 1,200 rupees per month.
Okay. So all in all, if you want the building, the amenities, it turns out to be about 18,000 rupees per month.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So we've spoken a lot about the building, why you moved over here. Mumbra has a lot of perception regarding this locality from outsiders. I think most people have not been here. So why don't we do one thing? Why don't we check out one of the key marks of this area and continue the chat there?
Sure. I will hopefully change your perception about Mumbra there.
So Nashid, just when we were leaving the apartment, you said you will try to change my perception, or the common perception. The common perception about the locality is when people read about Mumbra, it's typically for an illegal building that's collapsed. Is that really what defines Mumbra, or there's more?
I'm not denying that there are any illegal buildings in Mumbra. There are many illegal buildings in Mumbra. Apart from illegal buildings, there are other things which are not so good about Mumbra. Like there is crowd, there are hawkers menace, there is traffic, petty crime. But that's true with most of the suburbs, isn't it? So the perception of Mumbra is mostly negative because maybe it's a Muslim-dominated area.
What do you think, in your view, since you spoke about comparing it to some suburbs of Mumbai, what sort of suburbs do you think this one compares to at some degree?
The crowd, I mean, not the amenities, but the crowd. Crowd is almost similar. Just you leave aside the religion and everything looks the same.
So what's the one thing you think Mumbra really needs to improve upon? क्या एक चीज़ है जो बदलनी चाहिए?
I think perception should change first, and to change perception, people should change. Education is somewhat lacking. There are not many good government institutions here, although there are quite a few good private institutions here, but not so much of government institute. Rest, I think things will improve as time goes by. This is a fairly new neighborhood when you compare Mumbra. Today it's around 20 lakh people staying in Mumbra. Maybe 20 years ago there were hardly 5 lakh people. So it's a growing suburb, it's exploding. So
but is it exploding in a completely Indian way, which is unplanned, haphazard, stopgap, ad hoc measures?
Yes, true. That's true. It's mostly in the interiors. If you go around the main road, everything looks normal, just like any other suburb. You go to interiors, it's extremely unplanned, haphazard, lots of illegal buildings, not enough way for ambulance or fire brigade. These are the problems that is ailing Mumbra most.
And what's the one thing you think people perceive about Mumbra which is completely incorrect? Which is the one thing?
That everybody here is criminal, or everybody here is uneducated. You will find so many education institutes around, right from tuition classes to IIS training and coaching centers. So Mumbra has everything now, ICSE school, good hospitals, everything is there now.
So basically the perception of Mumbra has not kept pace with reality according to you. It will take time, but as things change on the ground, perception will change.
Yes. Now you saw my apartment. Would you have imagined that Mumbra can have such an apartment? Such a building, such a project? No. And there are multiple such projects now. If you go right down the street, there are some 20 new projects which are coming up. And all of them are, if not as good as those three, but comparable to those three. So perception should change in a time to come.
Okay. On that optimistic note, we'll wrap up this chat, Nashid. Good to speak with you.
Pleasure.
And probably next time when I come, which is not too distant from today, reality would have changed and perception also would have changed.
I'm sure it will happen.
Okay.
Inshallah.
Okay. Time for the report card. First up at the apartment and building level. The apartment is a compact 1.5 BHK. Building is nice, amongst the landmark projects of this neighborhood. Connectivity, road connectivity is strong, rail connectivity also strong to an extent, but it's not very convenient. It's very crowded and dense, the traffic. Surrounding, that's a part where this place really struggles in terms of how chaotic, noisy and messy it is. So all in all, if you're a person or a family that's looking for accommodation close to the commercial hubs of Airoli or Thane, wants affordable housing, this could very well be the sort of location to at least consider.